The people have been requesting a WWE versus AEW build your dream card for $15.
All right.
You have 5 levels. You got the main event, the mid card, the tag team match, the women's match, and a wild card match at the end. Up first, the main event match. For $1, you can get AJ Styles versus Jay White. For $2, you get Cody Rhodes versus MJF. For $3, you get Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay. For $4, you get John Cena in his prime. I'm giving you prime John Cena versus Okada himself.
Ooh.
For $5, you got Roman Reigns versus Kenny Omega.
Damn, eh? John Cena versus Okada. John Cena can't wrestle. So
Prime John Cena, though.
This is 2017, 2015?
This is when he could actually lift people up.
Oh. That Cody and MJF one looks intriguing at $2. What was $3 again?
$3 was Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay doesn't sell, so I don't, I put that live. I think I'll just go with the $2. Cody Rhodes versus MJF.
Not a bad option, to be honest. Up next, the mid-card match. For $1, you have Sheamus versus Chris Jericho.
Okay.
For $2, you have Braun Breaker versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
All right.
For $3, you get Jacob Fatu versus Samoa Joe.
Oh!
For $4, you have Drew McIntyre versus Swerve Strickland. For $5, you have Gunther versus Hangman Adam Page.
I think the $3 one. Damn. First of all, is this Chris Jericho with the...
No, this is Chris Jericho today.
I'm going to $3 Jacob Fatu versus Mojo. That'd be a sick match.
Okay, for a tag team match, you have $10 left. At $1, you have Street Profits versus the Guns. For $2, you have the New Day versus Hurt Syndicate. For $3, you have DIY versus Private Party. For $4, you have the Usos versus FTR. For $5, you have MCMG, Motor City Machine Guns, versus Young Bucks.
The Hurt Syndicate versus Kobe Kings. That could have been a WWE match. You know, the wild card screwed me last time because the Undertaker Sting match.
Yeah.
That was a dream match. I always wanted to see that match. So I'm going to save the $5 for the wild card match. You never know what's going to come. So I think I've got to play this smart a little bit, and I think I'll go with the $3.
Like a DIY versus Private Party.
Yes.
Now you have $7 left for your women's match. At $1, you have Candice LeRae versus Anna Jay. For $2, you have Liv Morgan versus Willow Nightingale. For $3, you have Becky Lynch versus Britt Baker. For $4, you have Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm. For $5, you have Charlotte Flair versus Mercedes Moné.
That's also a WWE match.
A different level now after all these years.
I'm just going with the $2 option.
Damn, Liv Morgan versus...
Liv Morgan, yeah. Plus, hey, I like Liv Morgan. She's great.
Okay, you have $5 left now. You saved up wisely for the wild card match. For $1, you have Chad Gable versus Daniel Garcia in a 30-minute Iron Man match. For $2, you have Damian Priest versus Eddie Kingston in a New York street fight. For $3, you have Sami Zayn versus Darby Allin in a last man standing match. For $4, you have CM Punk versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry
oh, the rematch.
in an I Quit match. For $5, you have Kevin Owens versus Adam Cole. Falls count anywhere.
Oh, Adam Cole versus Kevin Owens. That's you gotta take the $5. That $4 one wouldn't be bad. I would like to see that match.
That would be a great match.